Hi everyone, it's me, Dr. Stacy Betancourt, with another edition of Making Sense with Dr. Stacy. Today we talk about living in the moment. So here's a series of questions. Do you find that life seems to be leaving you rushing and chasing after it? Do you feel that the things you're seeking in life are just a little bit out of reach? Or do you feel that the relationships in your life aren't what they used to be? If you answered yes to even one of these or even slightly agree, then maybe it's time you take some reflection. Okay? So you want to take on some time to reflect. And what I mean by this is to not completely evaluate everything that's going on in your life. Of course, if you feel the need to do that, I encourage you to do so. I would never tell you otherwise. You've got to do what's right for you. But what I am suggesting is, how are you living in the moment? Are you fulfilled? Are there aspects of your life that you feel need to be changed? I know for me, yes, I have aspects of my life that I need to change, and I'm working on it. The thing is if you're only just realizing it, how does this affect you? And let me offer you some help. If you feel that life is rushing by and you feel like you're chasing it in order to catch up or be a part of something, then maybe you need to look at your list of responsibilities. And are you having to take on more responsibility than you can actually handle? I also want to bring the part about wanting to take things in life that you feel are out of your reach. Like you can see them, you know what you want, but you just can't reach them. I'm purposely putting these emotions together because they're feelings that share a similar avenue for resolution. When you feel or we feel any loss of time, desire, achievement of goals that all seems just out of grasp, what's happening here is that life has become more complicated than it needs to be. And when you feel these emotions of being overwhelmed, you need to make an effort to stop what you're doing, take a pause, and evaluate. This is for so many reasons. The first being your mental health. You have to have a healthy mindset, and letting feelings of stress or a sense of loss take over are only welcome negativity in. Okay? That is like you've just opened the floodgates, negative thoughts and feelings, negative people, come on in. Evaluating doesn't have to take long, and it doesn't have to be a dramatic process. But what it requires you to do is to stop new actions. It has you consider what you're doing versus what you want and making the necessary changes that will let yourself feel that you are living in the moment. Now, what is the payoff for living in the moment? Well, you're actually happier. You're actually enjoying things around you. And you're noticing the beauty in the simplest of things. So you actually have more time for living life. And isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Because guess what? That's being happy. And if you cannot honestly say that you are happy, then this is for you. So, how do you get there? What do we do? Okay, you take the pause, you take the time to evaluate. What do you do to remove the factors in your life that aren't working? You have to take the steps to eliminate the negativity in your life first. And that is allowing yourself the luxury of negative thoughts because they're there, they're just waiting. You can't accept them anymore. You have to mindfully change that and take that out of your whole frame of view. If there are negative people in your life, and there are, because it's life and we can all be negative, the idea is sometimes you have to work with these people. You can't just quit your job every time you encounter negative people. However, what you need to be able to do is as you're building a habit, when you hear negativity come in, You have to combat that with a positive thought process. If that person's coming to you and complaining about someone else, even if you might agree, think about something about the other person who's actually does it's positive. Even if the person's right. So and so stinks. Yeah, well, so and so maybe needs some different deodorant. That's not your place. But what is one positive thing that that individual does? I know that's a bad example, but it's an obvious example. It's allowing you to look at the good despite the bad. And the more you practice this, the more automatic it comes. And why do you want to do this? Well, here's the thing. The more you push out negativity and allow a positive outlook to come into your life, the happier you're going to be. Will bad things happen to you? Yes. But with a positive outlook that becomes a habit, it's easier to push those things out and to look at it as a life experience, learn from it, move on. And the thing is that when we do that, you are no longer chasing life. You're actually living in the moment, and it's beautiful. So consider that, okay? Think about how you feel when you are happy. And when you want more of that, go for it. You can do this. So push out the negative emotions. It's a split-second decision that will allow you to live in that moment with happiness and choose to leave the negativity behind, because when you're leaving things behind and you're not letting this stuff pile up, you are living in the moment opposed to chasing the moment. So that's my take on it. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any comments, drop them below. I do read them. And for now, that's it. So thank you for watching. This is Dr. Stacy Betancourt with another edition of Making Sense with Dr. Stacy, and I will see you next week. Take care.